Good afternoon, collective. This is Una Fierce, the Eclectic Witch. I'm here to bring you a collective message from Spirit. Clear the energy. Space. Spirit, please give me the messages that you need the collective to hear. All right, Spirit, where are we going to start today? I feel like this is going to be a career and money reading for the collective. I feel like many of us are being guided in new directions with our career paths, and Spirit wants to let us all know what's going on with that. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Last time. There we go. Okay, Spirit. All right, Spirit, what messages would you like the collective to know regarding their work and finances? Money matters. Expense, save, cut costs, resource, plan ahead, and make an informed choice. Invest your money wisely. All right. What else, Spirit? Time. Opportunity, new job opportunities, change of a workplace or business trip. Changes coming just in time. Okay. I was feeling this. All right, Spirit, what else? Wrong decision, reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. Okay. What else, Spirit? Home-based. Home is the harbor of the soul, the safest place you can be. Change your environment. All right. We all see where this is going. All right, Spirit, that's too many. Let's just do one at a time. One more card, please, for the collective. Wealth came back out. You are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work. Okay, well, I feel like most of us already know what this is. I feel like we're in a time right now where the whole collective is being called to use their gifts for their work. We're being led to teach people and guide the way to this new economy and system that we're going to be having here soon, and are already stepping into. A lot of us. Okay, well, let's just start from the beginning. Okay, money matters. I feel like God is saying, use your money wisely. If you maybe cut out some excessive spending, not saying don't spend, because of course you want to keep the energy of money moving in your own energy, but I feel like it's like save for this new opportunity that's coming. You may be changing your workplace. You may be maybe getting new opportunities. Maybe some investors might be contacting you. Maybe you're going on a business trip to learn something about the skills and things that you already have. Change is coming just in time. So maybe some of us have been in jobs that we didn't really belong in. Spirit's saying that you're being called to something different and better. Okay. Wrong decision, reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. So, I don't feel like this is really saying that you're making a wrong decision by making the change. I feel like it's more like make sure that you're listening to what your guides are telling you. Don't just assume that everything is fine and you're just going to keep on with the way things are, because I feel like God feels really strongly about this, that we, no matter what it looks like, that his plan is perfect, and he's going to insist that we do the things that we have gifts with, abilities, skills, things that are going to help humanity and help with this ascension that we're in. I feel like this is more like, don't make the wrong decision, okay? these old jobs and old ways of being, old ways of making money and living are going to be a thing of the past. If you try to hold on to that old, I think you're going to be left in the dust. Okay, so don't make that wrong decision. Home based. Home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. Change your environment. Yes, I feel like we're being called out of these old jobs, these 9-to-5s, working for other people that do not have our best interests in mind. To something maybe home based. I feel like a lot of the types of work, like life coaching and energy work and things like that, that are, seem to be prevalent in the collective. I feel like a lot of those businesses are having a hard time self-supporting if they're trying to be out in the community. I feel like Spirit's saying there's nothing wrong with being in a home-based business. And maybe it's best for us to be at home. It's saying it's the safest place you can be, so there's nothing wrong with it. If you're feeling like you're being stopped because you don't have a place to practice out of, Spirit's saying don't worry about that. Okay. And wealth, obviously, this is the right path. Okay, you are moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the good work. So if you are heeding the message of the Spirit, who is letting you know that yes, times are changing, we are moving in this direction, and you are listening to your guides. Spirit's letting you know, let all your concerns go. This is the end result. Okay, so never fear. God is here. Okay. All right. What else, Spirit? Where are we going from here? All right. I'm being called to yin and yang energy. Okay. All right, Spirit. These are typically twin flame cards. A lot of time they are love cards, but not necessarily. Okay, but maybe some of these businesses that we're getting into are going to be with our partners. All right. These are the cards you want me to use, right, Spirit? God's only energy. These are the cards you want me to use, right? Okay. All right. Just making sure, because it just seems like a bold move. All right. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. So the one that fell out before I even had time to ask was Fate, Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, Karma Cycles, Divine Intervention, Divine Detours. Okay, this is going under Money Matters. Okay, so this is a fated opportunity. Spirit's letting you know that this is already a done deal. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Please don't doubt yourself. It's a time of collecting our dharma for, certain energies that we've dealt with. Probably when we were learning about our spiritual gifts, that this is our time now. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in our favor, and this new cycle has begun. Okay. God is intervening, divine invention, okay, and also some divine detours. So keep your eyes peeled and see what God's trying to tell you. But this is the plan, okay. All right, Spirit, one for opportunity. Temptation, self-deception, deception, make wise choices. Okay, again. All right, so there are going to be some opportunities that are going to come into the picture. Some people are going to, energies that are not the same as you are going to be wanting to get in on what you got going on. Spirit saying, make sure that you're feeling people's energy before you let them into the things that you have planned. This isn't for everyone, okay? Make sure that you're being sure about new partnerships, and feel their energy out first, and make sure that you are working with the right people and taking the right opportunities. Okay. All right, Spirit, how about wrong decision? Doubts, lonely, negativity, not hopeful, discontentment. Okay. All right, so some of us have been scared to take this leap, okay? No shade. It's part of, human nature to want to make sure that you're going to be okay. And the thing is that we've been brainwashed all our lives to feel like we have to work for another person, another source of income, that we have these jobs that are a sure thing, so to speak, okay. But the thing is about them, I don't know if you've noticed, but places like that tend to be full of negativity, not hopeful, doesn't really spark your soul, okay. These are the wrong decision. These kind of jobs are the wrong decision. Spirit's saying, I have something much better for you. Please, just let it go. Right? So, while it may look scary because you don't see the end result yet, Spirit's letting you know it's okay. This is the plan. I've got you. I told you this is the plan. Okay. Believe in yourself, because you wouldn't be called to anything that you weren't prepared for. All right. If you're having some anxiety about whether or not you're good enough, or if you're having some imposter syndrome, some of those things, really ask yourself, is that true? I mean, is that actually true? I do know what I'm talking about, and I feel like everybody's gonna find out that yes, you have learned what you need to learn, and Spirit's saying, don't have these doubts. You're not alone. These things that you've been dealing with are coming to an end. That is an old way of living, and we have something much better. Okay. Give me one for home-based, Spirit. Trust, divine time, great forces at play, release control, all is working out for the highest good. Okay, absolutely. Right. I also got present, attracting, gratitude, abundance, proactively, tranquility, success. I'm just going to go ahead and put that under wealth. So again, Spirit's just telling you, this is, release your need to see the end result, okay? This was never your calling. You've been doing things to get by, and that's fine, but look at this golden sand, okay? This is what you really want, right? Release control. Spirit saying that I've got you. This is all going to work out exactly as it is supposed to. The universe has got your back. Trust it, that it will, when it's time, that it will happen, okay? Maybe you're worried about, if it's going to happen fast enough. God knows what you need. He already knows that he, she, whatever, however you look at it, universe, however, whatever you want to call God, Buddha, Krishna, whatever, okay, all of them, okay, are valid, all right? But just know that if you can trust and believe and trust yourself that you are part of this co-creation, that you have everything you need, okay? And it will work out the way that it's supposed to. And God already knows that you need to eat and have a roof over your head. And, this is not a surprise, okay? This was never a surprise from the beginning. Nothing has changed, okay? Release your fears and stop caring so much about what the matrix looks like and what, your bills are telling you and all that stuff, because none of that is actually relevant. It's all fear-based programming, okay? And, while you want to make sure that you have a plan and that you're, doing the things that you have to do on your end to make it a reality, please trust that this is the plan. This is your spirit team is working in the scenes behind you to make sure that this is going to work just fine, okay? In divine time, in the time that you need it, in the time spirit needs it, it'll be okay, all right? And then under wealth, we have present, attracting, gratitude, abundance, proactively, tranquility, and success. Okay. Right now, you have been manifesting this. Okay, you've already called this in. This is already happening on another timeline. You can call it in faster by practicing gratitude and manifest. When you're doing your visualizing of the positive results that you want to have in your life, by doing that visualizing and using your emotions with your visualizing, showing excitement, and telling God all day long, thank you, God, for every single thing that you can. And I mean every single thing that you interact with. Thank you for this beautiful flame. Thank you for this box and its beauty. Thank you for these awesome cards that I enjoy giving readings on. Thank you, God, that you supplied the cloths that I need, and this whatever, everything, okay? Everything in your existence has been co-created by you in spirit, okay? So make sure that you're showing spirit that you are thankful for that. And the universe can't help but bring you more of it. That's how energy works. If you're, the things that you focus on and are showing gratitude for are going to bring more of that into your existence, okay? Anything else, Spirit? All right, I keep looking at these cards that I made. This is my chosen one deck. Let's see what it has for you. Let me see. Let me give it a shuffle first. Been a minute since I've used them. I want to make sure they're all going in the same direction. Okay. All right, Spirit. What other messages do you have for the collective today? All right, Spirit, what else? What do you have for the collective today out of this deck? All right, come on. These are so hard to hold on to. I don't know if I like this deck or not. It doesn't matter if I like it or not. One at a time, please. Okay. All right, 2 is fine as well. The way out is to go within, and visualization. If you can imagine something better for yourself, you can create it. Okay, the way out is to go within. Okay, so the way out of this old way of living in this old matrix is you want to be doing your connecting to spirit, going within, doing your meditations, doing your mindful exercises. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what do I need? And let your emotions guide you to, what kind of things that you want to engage with. What sort of energies you need, what sort of energies you don't. Ask yourself, because you are divinely guided, what is it that I need? And, what is the plan, Spirit? What do I need to know that can help make this transition happen a little bit easier? Okay. Visualization, we talked about this already, using your visualization methods, okay, and be sure to combine your emotions with that when you're doing that. Don't just see, if you're visualizing, you're wanting to manifest more money, if you can be sitting at your desk and, you're visualizing this, okay, you can be sitting at your desk and the money's coming at you from all directions, and that's good, but how much more potent is it if you're catching the money and everybody's jumping up and down and doing cartwheels and you're, just flipping out and thanking God and, just fill it with your emotion as well, not just your visualizing, but use your emotions as well to manifest that a little easier, okay? But definitely, Spirit's saying, use your visualization techniques that you know. If you don't know, find out. Christ consciousness. Okay. So this collective that is being elevated is, this is probably gonna, people freak out when they see Christ, okay? Especially people that have been raised in Christian religions, okay? And also people who feel that they are atheists and things like that. Okay, that's fine. This is not a religious platform, okay, guys? Christ consciousness is, okay, so there are two types of energy. There's God energy, and there's energy that thinks it's above God, okay? So I feel like we're talking more about the collective consciousness. I feel like falls more on Christ consciousness. I feel like that's one and the same. The people who are watching this channel are probably more, unless they're, here for the tips and tricks or trying to do whatever. I feel like most of us that are here because they are part of this Christ consciousness. And I feel like this is something more like those of us who consider our choices before we make them. We don't just blindly, throw love spells on people because we want them to love us. We have a tendency to think before we act, and realize that we don't have the right to be interfering in other people's lives quite that way, and that we have respect for others, and kind of tend to more use our moral compass, whether this is a good thing to do or a bad thing to do. And I hate to say that too much, because I feel like we all obviously have the light and the dark in us. We can, there's nothing wrong with either choice, except for, when we make those choices that do harm to other people, then obviously those kind of things are not going to be blessed. And I feel like, honestly, okay. Honestly, I feel like, I'm not advocating for any certain religion, but it has been brought to my attention that people who resonate with Jesus and Jesus' works when he was here, I feel like, not to sound too churchy, but you resonate with his way, okay? And his way was to help people, heal people, give to the poor, heal the sick. He was okay with the prostitutes. He was not judgmental. He was, not hurting people. He was not doing any of those dark energy kind of things, okay? And even though, we do them sometimes, I feel like the people who are trying to follow Jesus's example are the ones who God is calling into power at this time, okay? So I feel like this is a message for you if you resonate with this, okay? And also just letting you know that, these things that you're doing and the things that you have healed and all that stuff has been for a purpose, so that you can help others. And I feel like God's just saying, these are the people who are you, and these people are going to be the new leaders and the new way of life. Hopefully, those of us that are still here after this ascension are going to be part of this Christ consciousness, and we'll be teaching others about Christ consciousness, okay? So, yeah. This is a message for you, anyway, if you resonate with that. I feel like Jesus was an example of what we're supposed to be doing here at this time. And if you can vibe with that, you'll be blessed. All right. I just want one card, please. One card, Spirit. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Be kind, be love. Help your neighbor. If you can help people learn about healing themselves, teach them how to love. Give your gifts with love. All right, I'm just gonna take these and be done. All right, Spirit, thank you. Oh wow, did you hear all those fall on the floor? 52 pickup. All right, protect your energy. Okay. So yes, those of you who are on this journey, you're probably already aware of the fact that there are certain energies who do not want to see this Christ consciousness rise, okay? Spirit's reminding you that, you do have protection from your angels and that, but, you can make it a lot easier on Archangel Michael and everybody if you would just protect your own energy. Whatever ways you do that, there's Sage, Palo Santo, there's, you can ask Archangel Michael to build the golden shield of protection around you. You can build your own energy aura bubbles. Whatever way you see fit for yourself. Spirit's just reminding you that this is a time that you're going to want to be protecting your energy, because the enemy is not going to let any of this happen easily, okay? Trust that you have everything you need. This is going on doubts, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. God is just reminding us that He has everything in His hands. This is not a time for us to be questioning if we're doing the right thing or not. If you've been called to make these moves, trust that Spirit is having you do this for a reason. And, if He's going to feed the birds and keep them sheltered and give them everything that they need, then of course of little faith, of course He is going to make sure that you have everything that you need. Thank you, Spirit. Just walk the path and everything is going to be fine. Okay? Your light is sacred. You are so needed right now. This work is essential at the moment. This is the test, guys. This is the end. This is the revelation, whatever you want to call it. This is the end times. This is, we're moving into the 5D. This is the ascension. This is the end of the way that things were. We're moving past all the tricks and karmic energies that have been keeping mankind stuck. And people, we're going to be seeing systems collapsing, and our money systems, our governments, the way our jobs, things are going to be changing, and people are going to be looking for, an explanation and some way of making sense of all the craziness. And God is reminding you that you are essential right now to help people to understand, what is happening. And God is just reminding you that your light is sacred. Please take care of yourself and make sure that you're out there doing the work, and just let God take care of the rest. Just believe and act, and everything is going to be just fine. Okay? All right, you guys, that was the message. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe on my video. I am a new reader to YouTube, and so I would appreciate the support. If you are interested in Reiki or energy work, or personal reads, or what else am I offering? Sorry. There are description links underneath the title here, that different links of things that I can help you with. Oh, life coaching, that's the other one. Okay. I have some natural products listed there. If there's anything that you're interested in, ways to contact me are in the links below. Thank you for your time. I hope that this message reaches everybody that it's meant to hear it, and I want to wish you the best day. Peace, love, and light, everybody.